Neutron stars are so dense that a sugar cube-sized amount of their material would weigh about 1 billion tons on Earth. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches of Earth. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus due to its slow rotation. The universe is expanding faster than the speed of light, which doesn't violate physics since space itself is expanding. If you fell into a black hole, you'd be stretched into a long, thin shape in a process called spaghettification. Time slows down as you approach the speed of light, a phenomenon known as time dilation. A teaspoon of honey represents the work of 12 bees over their lifetimes. Light takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to Earth. There's a theoretical possibility of negative mass, which would move in the opposite direction of applied force. Water can boil and freeze simultaneously under certain conditions known as the triple point. Octopuses have 3 hearts and 2 of them stop beating when they swim. Your stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days to prevent it from digesting itself. There are more bacteria in your body than human cells, making you a walking ecosystem. Tardigrades water bears can survive in the vacuum of space and temperatures from -200 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a small LED light. Earth's magnetic field flips every 200,000 to 300,000 years. The deepest part of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, is so deep it could fit Mount Everest and still have over a mile of water above it. Volcano lightning occurs when static electricity builds up in ash clouds during an eruption. The Earth's core is as hot as the surface of the Sun at about 60 degrees Celsius, 10,800 degrees Fahrenheit. The Sahara Desert was a lush, green landscape with lakes 6,000 to 7,000 years ago. Helium is the only element that cannot be solidified at normal pressure, no matter how cold it gets. Diamonds can form in the intense heat and pressure of lightning strikes in the atmosphere. Glass isn't a solid, it's an amorphous solid behaving like an extremely slow-moving liquid. There's enough energy in a single gram of uranium-235 to power an average home for over 2 months. The smell of rain comes from a molecule called geosmin, produced by soil-dwelling bacteria. The first email ever sent was QWERTY in 1971. There are more transistors in a smartphone than there are stars in the Milky Way. Wi-Fi signals can pass through walls because they use radio waves, which are long enough to penetrate solid objects. 3D printing has been used to create human organs like ears and kidneys. Quantum computers operate on the principles of superposition, enabling them to process vast numbers of calculations simultaneously.